Hey everybody, it's Daphne Matthews from Lore Entertainment sitting down with musician, rock star, legend, movie person Mariano Saulino. How you doing?
How you doing, Daphne? Thank you for having me.
Anytime, anytime. So, let me ask you, how long have you been doing this?
Um, for sorry, I have sign here. Give me just a second. There you go. Okay. Uh, you want the long story or the short story? Short version.
It doesn't matter. You can say
Uh,
whatever you want.
I started, writing music for commercials professionally. So it was like writing music for a very very short story, little movies, and I really enjoyed that because you have an intro, a development, and you have to close it maybe in 30 seconds. So it's a challenge, and it was like my school, for later on getting into the film scoring. So my early beginnings was uh, one day writing music for a genre, and the other day in the morning you have another genre to write for. So it was really really challenging and very interesting. And I'm a person that I really love every style in music. I feel comfortable with that. So it was my cup of tea at the time. And I always loved soundtracks and movies, so that was my first love, really. And through the years, I started working for big marks like Fox, like NBC Universal, and I used to write their studio for their studio logos, their TV channels logos
Mhm.
for the Latin American market. I scored for over 30 channels of their group, so that was my big school there. And I used to write for on-air promos, which is something like the phone rings in the morning. Hey, Mariano, we did something to go to the whole Latin America in the evening. You got it? Okay, here we go. Just like that. So um, I'm very well trained on that, and I really enjoy it a lot because I love producing all the time, and that's something that's really really great because you are learning all the time different situations, telling different stories. I wrote music for promos for The Simpsons, for Star Wars, you name it, anything.
This
Uh,
you did the Simpsons show?
No, no, for the on-air promos for the Simpson show. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So what's been your favorite thing to play so far out of everything you've done? Do you have like a favorite piece?
It's hard to say because it's like your kids. You love all of them, and
Sounds like
yeah, absolutely. But
you gotta love
but
them, but you ain't gotta like them sometimes.
but I love really I love indie filmmaking because it's the closest thing to the art for me, because it's just you and me. You're a producer, a director, and we just want to do something that you and I we're going to be happy with. you
Yeah.
know and the industry has a dark side because there are so many people talking and giving their feedbacks, and sometimes it gets a bit messy because of money and interests. There's a lot of things which are not so positive on that side. Maybe you have money to produce a lot, but you have the pressure because of the focus groups and all that stuff. I really hate. Note. I hate focus group and temp tracks. Temp tracks, that's another nightmare to talk about. So the industry is full of that. And the indie filmmaking, like a romance. It's like what every one of us has dreamed to do, and it's really something I really love, um, to express my deepest, feelings of music, just because of the music, not because of any trendy shit, so to say. So that's my everyday today. So I'm very happy with that.
That sounds like a lot of fun, seriously. So do you have I see you're set up. You're the only one of the music well, outside of the live events I've went and caught that's actually been set up right there. You gonna play
Yeah.
something for us?
Sorry, I couldn't hear.
I said, are you gonna play something for us?
Now
I'll put you
you
on the
name it.
spot.
You like it? You know, I can play you something I have here. I'm working on right now. I'm really happy with this. I'm going to use my phone here.
Okay.
Let me check if we can do it. Um, Give me a second. Um, I'm not so good with these things. I want to turn the camera. Where's that?
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. You can just face it on you. You can just leave it.
Okay, okay, something like this. Okay, so you can give me a second. Do you see the video there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that we can really hear the music. Mariana,
Okay.
you couldn't really hear the music on this side.
You couldn't hear it?
Mm-mm. No, we could see the video, but we couldn't hear the music.
That's weird
Yeah,
because it was here. It was sounding on my speakers here.
was you holding your phone
Sorry?
when you was doing that? Was you holding your phone?
Yeah.
That's probably why it could have been covered. The microphone was probably covered.
Okay. Uh, Sorry about that.
So
But
you watch the videos with no sound, and then you put sound to the videos.
yeah, I write music for that.
Yeah.
I write every note, write to picture. Maybe sometimes I write just on my piano, and afterwards I try that with the image, because sometimes you get a bit distracted by just watching, and you have to concentrate on what you're writing. And sometimes it's the opposite. You just watch and play, and something, like magic happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's I don't have a method. You know, I just face my everyday work and see what I can come up with.
That's awesome. I like that. I like pianos. So, what do you prefer working? I mean, do you like working with orchestras?
Yeah, also, yeah, that's a different ball game, really, because um, you have a very maybe a really rich sound, very natural sound, but you have limits because nowadays you can play on a keyboard an orchestra sample, and you can play maybe things that an orchestra can't play, right? So it's tricky. It's about how you use it, really, because it's just about that. You know, maybe with an orchestra you use less music elements because everything that a player is playing, it's so natural, so rich, that it's really awesome. And maybe with the keyboards you have to use more layers to get the same effect.
We have that locked up. I think we're locked. There we go. We're back. You froze for a minute. You were frozen.
Yeah, that with the orchestra you have a kind of limits because to have a really good orchestra you have to have a really big budget, and nowadays with keyboards and samples you can solve that in a studio, but the orchestra it's really always the best because it's natural, it's something like really organic, and it's really rich at a level. So um, absolutely, I prefer to work with an orchestra, but it's not always the most common thing, you know, in the filmmaking
Yeah.
because of budget of on all the things. Yeah,
Yeah. Definitely. So, I mean, as far as people who are wanting to break into this part of the industry, because you hear people say all the time, I mean, nobody really goes and says, "Oh, I'd like to do music for film." You know what I mean? But what
yeah.
would you recommend for the people who actually do want to break in to that part of the industry?
You have to keep on working on your craft. You know, maybe you are already working, but you have to keep on studying a lot. You have to be really prepared for that because when the time comes, you have to solve problems, and that's reality. Because maybe the director wants something, and he or she can't express exactly in musical terms, and you have to uh, try to understand maybe in terms of feelings what really the film needs to be, what the director or the producers wants the film to be. And for that you have to really have a very good craft to work on the music, and don't feel that it's such an effort to write, because you have to have that absolutely nail it so you can focus on what the film really needs. You know, you have to learn to tell stories because that's what a composer does. So um my advice is you have to study a lot, you have to be curious, to not to be just, you know, in one thing. You have to have a wide vision in terms of knowledge, you know, of musical genres. That's something very important. um and also you have to listen to the other, you have to have good communication, and also build good human relationships, because it's not only about being professional. You have to be, you know, uh it's going to sound a bit strange, but you have to be a good person, because when you establish good relationships in terms of understanding the effort maybe a producer is doing to make a film, uh, then you build a strong relation, and that is going to be in the future beautiful art, you know, because I'm absolutely sure that because of a lot of experiences I had where we were, you know, fighting uh, together to get something done, and that's something that makes you come up with great stuff. It's not that kind of cold thing that I'm going to solve your problems and here's the music, give me my money. This is art. So um,
You like
I
to read
think
scripts before you start putting pieces together, before you actually watch the video?
you know what, that's tricky because maybe I have a few experiences of that. That when you read a script, you build your own movie in your mind. And maybe once you see the film, that's not what you were imagining about the film, because of the acting. The acting is going to tell you everything. So uh, maybe the script, it's good to have an idea of what the film is going to be about, but you really need the acting. That's it. I
Yeah,
see the acting, and you are telling me the music with that. I feel that I'm reading the music in the acting. It's just like that, just
yeah,
like that. So the script is good, but it's not the tool you are going to use to write. It's the tool you are going to use to know. Okay, this is the brief idea. You know, that's it.
yeah. It's probably a little different for the musicians than it would be for somebody like me, because when I'm doing like pitch decks and stuff like that, or maybe articles or anything, I want to read it
Mm,
before, so
yeah,
I can get those pictures in my head going.
absolutely.
So I know
Yeah,
placing everything, and it's like that with the articles, the interviews, the pitch decks, everything. I have to have it already going in my head, you know?
yeah. Yeah, but the thing is that um, a same scene can be done in so many different ways.
Mhm.
So when the composer gets, on board, it's like everything it's almost done, because the wardrobe is done, all the shooting, the editing,
The headache part of
maybe
the job.
yeah. Maybe the color is not finished, but it's like someone says that a composer is like a soldier that lands in the line of fire with a parachute, and everyone is like, whoa, whoa, get out of the way. It's something
Yeah,
like that, because everyone is rushing because they want to deliver the film to the distributor, and you have to solve everything in a very very short time. Maybe, for example, a feature film, it depends on the budget scope of the film, but maybe I have something like 3 weeks, which is very very little time to solve a feature film. Yeah, maybe 60 minutes of music, it's a lot. So during that time, you just live and breathe the film 24/7. Um, so I get lost. We were talking about what?
I have the fun part,
Okay.
the real fun. I'm the one that gets all the headaches. 'Cause
Yeah,
you have to make sure this is done. You got to make sure that's done. You got to make sure this is going to be where it's going to be. If
yeah,
person's
yeah,
on, it's just the part that I do is a pain. Not to mention the other, the businesses that I run. I'm doing that too, all in the same time that I'm doing everything else, and you get a headache or very, very stressed out. People,
yeah. I believe there's a healthy way to do this. I believe that. I tend to believe that. But for you as a producer, pre-production, and production, it's always a nightmare. Maybe post-production, it's more enjoyable.
yeah, because I don't have to worry about doing anything but making sure everybody's on time and getting it to where it needs to go.
Yeah, it's my own nightmare. You don't mess with that.
It is stressful.
Yeah,
So
yeah, but we love it, because the result it's so 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 great. So um, I don't know. Maybe we are adventurers, that kind of thing.
maybe
Yeah,
insane.
Also a little bit.
Maybe you got to be a little crazy to be in this business.
Yeah, yeah. My shrink, she's getting millionaire with me.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, I have a therapist too, and I probably drive him crazy because he'll be like, well, how are you doing? Oh, this. He's just like, damn, I do not want your job. Yeah, well, because I don't want yours, but still, you know,
Yeah,
it is what it
it's
is.
crazy.
There's
It,
nothing you
it's
can really do.
crazy, but we love it. So at the end of the day, and here in my case, it's special because my wife Silvina, she's a photographer. She's also a producer at my studio. And my three sons, Dante, the older one, he's a producer and composer, and Lucio, the middle one, he's an illustrator, and Gonzalo, the younger one, he's an animator. So this is family business. We, you know,
Yeah.
we talk about all this stuff in the dinner.
So I mean, you're recommending the training in where are you right now? In Argentina or are you in the States?
Yeah, yeah. Now we are here with our family in Argentina, but we split our town between Los Angeles and Argentina. And we have family, we have relatives in the US, so we also spend some time in New Mexico and New York. It's it's crazy. We are citizens of the world, and I'm Italian at the same time, so it's crazy. Yeah.
Italian, Indian. Being, apparently. So over here in the States, as far as recommending somebody, trying to get into this business, maybe somebody they could train with that has a program over here. Do you have any favorites or anybody that you would recommend as far as training?
um, you know what? S- Uh, you can find a lot on internet because there are many talented people out there. Uh, I can share a few links later on if you want. Um,
Yeah, you can
really,
send them
really.
to me and I'll put them up after I put your interview up. I can just attach those also. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Uh, yeah,
wife and your child, all of you are in this business.
yeah, yeah. It's been a while, and I don't. As a father, I don't know if I was so happy with them to dedicate, their time to this profession because it's so hard. At the beginning, I was kind of afraid, to tell you the truth. But now they're, blossoming. And I just admire what they do and I learn with them. So it's a gift of life, really, really.
Yeah, I have a daughter. She's very, very talented. It is scary.
Nice.
She does well, she can do the animation. She has my keyboard actually upstairs with her. And the other night she was up there playing and I heard her through the floor. And it was one of, a song I like. It's by Fort Minor. It's called Where'd You Go? And I heard her up there playing it, and I had to keep listening to see if she actually hit it all. And I told her, I was like, "When did you learn that song?" She just, "I learned 11 songs today." I'm like,
Wow.
"What the hell?" You know, 11, damn. And I didn't expect her to like learn it that fast, but
Yeah, these
she did.
kids are they are really fast learners. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's like magic, right? When you see your daughter doing that things, it's like,
Yeah. I mean, that's gonna help her because this year in school she's taking guitar, she's taking piano. She already knows sort of how to play it. Well, actually, she pretty much does know how to play it. And then she does the drawing. She does not want to be on camera because she's had opportunities to be on camera, and she didn't want no part of it. So she's wanting to do maybe a little voiceover. But the singing, I've had her singing, God, since she was like 5. I let her
Wow.
because I have equipment here also that I set up for the kids when they're all over, I'm like karaoke, whatever. And she's been singing, and then she does like she's got that when she sings, she kind of has that raspy type voice. And
Hmm.
it's really
Nice.
she can sing like really well. So with a combination of all that she has going on, she could pretty much do whatever she wanted to in this industry.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know what? I always say that that's the engine. They want to do it because they enjoy it, because they really love to dedicate their time for that. That's great, because without that, there's no information that can give you something, you know. Because if you don't have that in your heart, it's not going to work. So nowadays, you can, get information on how to do this or that, in an evening, just like this. No problem with that. You can really learn. But previously to that, you have to really want to do it. Nobody put a gun in my head to write music. you know I always said that right now. So you have to have that in your soul, and everything is going to flow. I absolutely sure about that.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you have a motto that you live your life by? Like your own little personal motto?
Yeah, yeah, you have to have it, because if you if you don't think about that, you really get very crazy in this business. So I have my gardening time, which is really key for me. I learn a lot about that, because in this profession, everything is about time, right? Because everyone wants everything for yesterday. And the plants tell you that that's not true, you know, because, a plant is not going to die overnight, and it's not going to recover overnight, you know?
Everybody in
So
the industry, they do. I mean, there are people out there and they don't understand. There are some people out there that just don't understand how long this stuff takes. It does not happen overnight. You have a complete process from start to finish. And it has
abs-
taken filmmakers 11 years, 12 years, 13 years to make one damn movie. And they think if it's not made in 3 years, they start, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you don't.
absolutely. And you know what? I really love the process.
Mhm.
I'm a process fan, because it's the best, when you begin building, and you have all your expectation with what you're going to do, and how you're going to distribute your time for producing, and see how each stage is done. So with the plants, every leaf, every flower, everything that the plant does, it's a learning curve. That's what I mean. Okay. So that's something that bring me a lot of balance, you know beside other things. Of course, family is key. Without family, you have nothing. So eh, every time of, on all these things for me are really, really, you know the base for everything. And with that, I build the music afterwards. That's how I think. And one director one day told me something that, give me it all. And he said, no, I'm not going to give you all, because you know I'm a person.
Mm.
I'm not a slave. And this industry, it's very dangerous, because just for growing and keep on growing and keep on growing, you're going to give everything, your family, your time, your everything. And that's not the way for
Your
me. you
sanity.
know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's why I love so much indie filmmaking, because it's like gardening. You have to sow, you have to bring water, you have to see how it's growing, you have to really dedicate your love to make it happen. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So that's your personal motto? That is your personal motto?
Yeah,
That
you
life's
could
like
say that.
gardening?
And swimming, swimming. I love water. That's key for me. Yeah, absolutely. And cooking and a few more things, you know. But
Coming up besides that, do you have any bigger projects coming up?
yeah, I have many things, maybe too many things, but we have to go baby steps. You know, I have this project about an independent library, which is going to be a source for indie filmmakers to maybe they don't have a big budget to do or nearly no budget to do their films. And this is a library, a music library that is built from the ground up with their perspective in mind. Okay, it's not like your boring song. These are scores that works like a Lego. You know the toy Lego that you put a piece with the other and you build it. You have your intro, your soundtrack bed, your ending, and all that stuff. It's fun. It's named Impact Trailer Music Library. It's online. You can check it out.
Oh,
.com. But it just
your
beginning.
website?
Impact Trailer Music Library.com.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna have to text that to me when we get done.
Yeah, sure. I'm going to. Yeah,
That's gonna be I'm gonna definitely look at that. That'd be cool.
yeah. It's. I'm just starting with that, but it's a nice project. It's nice, and also writing a book. But the book is going to be, when I'm 64. I I I, I already have my hair white, but I'm going to take my time to write a book.
I just dye mine that color. I'm cheating. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to definitely thank you for coming on. We're gonna wrap this up. We'll stay on after I close it out. And this should go up tonight. I'll have this out tonight some point in time for you. That way there you'll be able to check it out. But we're gonna say thank
Okay,
you, Mariana, for coming on.
my pleasure, and you know, um, I feel we're going to build beautiful things together. That's a feeling. So,
Looking
uh,
forward. I can't
thank
wait
you
for
so
them.
much for bringing me in. Thank you so much.
No problem. Bye everybody until next time. See ya.
Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, yeah, it's over, baby. You said that you love me, you said that you care. You say that you will die for me, girl, but you know that just how that. I don't care what you say, I don't care what you do. No need to look to your left, girl, cause nothing belongs to you. Now you try me, you know you can't run them games on me. Now you creeping, I saw you stepping out with that G, yeah. Say what you wanna say, do what you wanna do, play how you wanna play.